Hey folks, I'm here in my lovely den because I've got my whole living room set up to do the cabaret, and I didn't want you to see the chaos / didn't want to give away the magic just yet. And of course, I've been reflecting relentlessly on this process, just what I'm going through. I was talking to a friend this morning. It's really funny. She asked me, how's it going? How's preparations going? And I said, well, I thought about it and I was like, well, because I made this rule for myself, which I, made a whole post on a few days ago about I'm only allowed to have fun as I do this, because I was realizing there's this energy that hijacks me whenever I try to do my, ego, get it right type stuff. Okay, so I made that rule, but just about the only thing I've managed to do in terms of creative work is enforce that rule. And in the form of saying no to that energy that wants to come in and make me do something to get ready, something to prepare, have content, have a plan, have a lifeline, something to hold on to. And it's been a full-time job just saying no to that. I've spent a little time on the space, and it's not that I haven't devoted psychic energy to the project at all, but I realize even as I say that, it's like I have this sense that maybe I'm neglecting my responsibility. Maybe I'm neglecting my creative responsibility by not preparing more. That's the thought that comes in. It's like instantly, is that a heavy thought or a light thought? What do you think? So it's been just a full-time job, just clocking that and then not acting on it. After making that rule a few days ago, I was sitting at dinner last night and it was like, oh God, the cabaret is the day after tomorrow. It's all well and good that you've been having fun while preparing, but now it's really time to get your act together, isn't it, Robin? And I was like, I think that might be the same voice. I think that might not be a playful impulse coming through. So just shutting that down has been huge, and I've kind of been realizing how remarkable it is, because every time I say no to that, every time that I say I'm not going to act on that impulse, whatever that voice is trying to get me to go do, usually sit at my desk and stare at my computer and organize stuff. Whatever that voice is trying to get me to do, it's not helping. It's not actually giving energy to the spirit of what I'm creating. It's taking energy away. It's claiming, it's usurping the throne. It's acting as though it's more important than the spirit of what's coming through. And I think, I fully expect to be in the future able to work on the piece, on what I'm doing with some degree of, deliberateness and, and like regularity. But right now, whenever I start, that energy just takes hold and cramps me up. And so I just have to say, no. I just have, that's my what was my creative action for the day? I said no to my ego, and then I went about my day. That's what I made in school today, Mom and Dad. Today in school today, I did not act on my ego's impulse to make me want to do a bunch of stuff. And I'm making fun of it kind of and being light about it, but it's actually a big thing. It's actually a meaningful and very profound thing to say no to that energy in that way. This is an energy that I have certainly seen in others of my family members. No surprise that we would share a sort of programming around what it means to put ourselves out there. Friends, colleagues, other professionals in the field. It's certainly something that I've seen active in other people other than myself. And so I'm appreciating what a massive step it is to let that go and to really make it a priority to let that go, to make letting that energy go a priority over and above securing excellence, right? Which is what that thing is trying to get me to do, which is not possible anyway. Never mind the fact that what it's trying to do is unattainable and probably not even desirable, but certainly not something that will ever be satisfied. It just wants my focus to go there so that I'll spend all my time looking at it. That's what the ego wants. It wants to know it's important enough that it has my attention the whole time, as opposed to letting go and being in who and what I truly am, who and what the space is, recognizing, as I've said in the post for the last couple of days, that this is not about me. It's not mine. I'm saying stuff literally like a magic 8-ball that's inanimate and doesn't know what it's doing, but that is pinging people and events and circumstances all over the world in ways that I will probably never know. So the massive accomplishment of doing nothing for the wrong reasons is what I'm appreciating today, and what I am, celebrating, and that's been the work. It's what I've done for the last couple of days, and it feels big, but as a result of that, whenever I do spend time preparing for the cabaret, arranging my space, thinking about what might come through, just like collecting bits of things that I love, I feel good. I feel light. I feel playful. I'm playing. I'm not grinding out a piece that is musical and entertaining and uplifting, and it's got to be really good, because to be all those things, it would have to be really good. I'm not doing that. I'm not letting that take over. And so I'm having fun. So I'm at the beginning of an experiment that I know is going to be ongoing for quite some time, and that I'm looking forward to sharing with all of you. And my God, this post right here and the people who are following it, it's such a huge part of that journey for me. So truly love you, appreciate you. I'll see you tomorrow. 4 p.m. Mountain Time, October 2nd. Be there. It's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. That is the one thing I will guarantee. It will be fun. Much love. I'll see you tomorrow.